Hi Libra, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Today I'm going to ask Spirit for what good blessings and fortunes are coming your way for 2023. I want to know what is coming into your life, what you can anticipate, what you can look forward to, anything Spirit wants you to work on, or any messages that Spirit has for you for guidance moving forward. So let's see what we have for Libra. We're moving into a new year, and let's just see what Spirit has coming for us. So these are just I don't know. I just wanted to kind of see what general messages Spirit had for you. So, Spirit, I'm here with my Libras. Could you please share with me what do you have in the days ahead, the turn of the year? What do you have for us heading into next year? Any messages? I am listening for you now. A marriage. Some of you have a marriage. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love heading into the new year. For some of you, maybe the person that you're with, you'll start to talk about a marriage. Some of you who are looking for love, maybe will turn into somebody that you're going to marry someday. So that is really hopeful. If that's what some of you want, let's get this jumper. Okay, a mountain. Know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. That came into me more as you can climb any mountain. Okay, the sense of whatever challenges are put on your plate in the year ahead, that you can meet any challenge. I mean, you're strong, you can persevere, you're protected, you're guarded. All of those things are coming into me. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. You're growing in the year ahead, right? You're changing, you're getting smarter, wiser. Things are unfolding, is how Spirit just said it to me. Like maybe things that you've been working on, maybe things that you've been kind of wondering how it's going to turn out. Maybe it's being revealed to you in the year ahead. So that's exciting. Let's get some cards going. Spirit, what do you have for my Libra in the year ahead? I've got a 4 of Swords, Page of Wands. I've got a 6 of Cups, and I've got a 10 of Cups. Okay. So the first thing that came into me was the sense of putting something behind me. Okay. Maybe it's even something that is happened in the past that, I don't know, that I still struggle with, things like childhood wounds, right? Something that hurt me from years ago that I finally have dealt with. I finally have put it to rest. I finally have had some closure, is how I feel. Okay. So maybe that's the first thing that I have said. I've been working on that. I've been working on healing in some area of my life. Could be a relationship with a family member. It could be how I felt about my father growing up or my mother growing up, something like that. So I do feel a sense of some closure. I do feel like I've gotten smarter. I've gotten wiser with that owl energy. I do also feel right out of the gate this sense of, I don't know, you know what? I just want to live my own life, not being selfish, but I just want to live my own life. And I want to do my own thing, and I want to be happy, whether it's I'm in a family, I'm in a relationship with somebody, I've got my own life to live, my own kind of destiny to lead. And I can no longer be kind of tied down to either what somebody else wanted for me or thoughts of what somebody else thought of how I should be living my life, something like that. But I feel like I'm really confident with, at the end of the day, I just want to be happy. At the end of the day, I just want to feel fulfilled and be happy. And I don't know, maybe you took back your power, you're taking back your power, you're making a decision to be in control of your actions and your thoughts and your I just don't want anybody to control me anymore. I don't know. You do get to a point in your life where you start to say no to certain people. It's hard. You're tired of the battle. Maybe you walk away from a situation. You walk towards something that makes you happy. I feel like I'm no longer interested in battling with somebody. If there's somebody in your life, it could be a relationship, it could be family members, it could be a friend that I'm always fighting with. And I'm moving in the direction of I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to do what, I guess I feel like is the right thing to do, is how it's coming into me. And I'm no longer going to hide behind somebody else's expectation of me, or what is, I guess, what has been drilled into me as to how I'm supposed to behave or act, or what my choices should be. So for those of you that you feel like you're not making your own choices, okay, and that you've been making choices for other people, I have the Sun. You are absolutely making some kind of big change, okay? Some kind of choice that is yours. And you know that this is what's going to make you happy. Maybe it's taken you a long time to get to this place. Maybe you have been holding back your feelings, or you haven't talked to anybody about it. But I feel like I have finally come to the conclusion that I'm going to just move forward with that area of my life. I have a judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. I don't want anybody to judge me, and I'm not going to judge anybody else. It's almost the sense of, I'm a big girl, I'm a big boy, I can make my own choices in life. And excuse me, I can make my own choices in life, but I can't, I don't want you to judge me for my choices, right? Like, I get to make my own choices without somebody interfering, So I feel like that's going on behind the scenes. I just feel like once and for all, I have to be willing to step into that Sun energy, that beginning, that change. And I don't want anybody else's input in it. Something like that. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn, even if my life becomes a little harder before it gets better. Sometimes we make changes and it's like a step back to make two steps forward, So maybe I have to shift something in my life for the betterment of myself. But I'm going to get through that too. I just have this incredible sense of I'm going to get through it. I'm going to get through it. Keeps coming in. Service. I feel good when I can help others. Maybe I feel called to do something. Maybe I want to work on my spiritual growth this year and my spiritual gifts. And I feel called to help others, and I don't want anybody in my family to judge me for that. I don't want anybody to tell me that I'm crazy or I shouldn't be doing that. Right. You do have this. I'm just going to pull this Sun out here on the side, because this Sun came in so crystal clear to me as I'm making a decision that once and for all, my happiness comes first. And that is what I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on that Sun, okay? Whatever that is, whether I'm starting something new, I'm making a change, I'm switching something in my life, something new comes into my life, all those things. King of Wands. Could be something I'm passionate about. Queen of Wands. I love that. Hold on a second. 7 of Wands. I'm not giving up. You're not giving up. Whatever it is that you want, I feel like you have figured out your purpose, your calling, you're determined, okay? Both your masculine and your feminine energy are on board. It's like you're going to use all your tools in your tool belt to succeed, okay? You know, like I am going to be successful at this year, you know, whatever the goal is. I'm not going to give up on myself. I don't expect anybody else to even help me. I feel like I can do it on my own. In fact, there's a big part of me that says I don't need you to do it. I can do this all by myself. This is my decision. Okay. Like that's how it's coming into me. And you're strong and you're secure, Spirit is saying, and you don't give up on yourself and you don't give in. There's something about giving in. There's this 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups. I have an incredibly new, happy year ahead of me. Okay. I don't know. Some of you could be adding a child to your life. You know, it could be that certainly would be an example of I'm the only one who could make that decision. Nobody can make that decision for you, right? So some of you, it could be I'm going to marry somebody this year. Nobody else could make that decision for you, right? Somebody could have an opinion about it, but they can't make that decision for you. So whatever this is, yeah, look at it's a Justice. We started out with that marriage card. Maybe I have thoughts of marrying somebody, and that is a decision that I'm going to move ahead with, you know. So for many of you or some of you, it could be I want to marry this person. I want to be committed to this person. I want to see where this is going. Something like that. Spirit's giving you the strength. And we're moving forward. You know, maybe there's talks about a commitment with somebody in your life. You know, for those of you that are in a relationship and you're wondering, you know, where is this headed? You know, are we ready to enter into the next phase of this relationship? You know, are we ready to start? Or is somebody coming into my life that's going to turn into a long-term relationship? You know, that would be beautiful, right? Spirit, please share with me some blessings. What do you have for me for blessings moving forward? I have a blessing on a homecoming. Okay, so maybe, I don't know, reconnecting. You know, we had that feeling of I want some closure. I had some closure with some family members. Maybe I'm reconnecting with a sibling that I lost contact with, or I've had some heart to heart with some family members. And, you know, I literally have reconnected with somebody that I had a falling out with. So maybe there's something going on with somebody like that. I have a blessing to bring clarity into my life, that I see things clearly. I hear things clearly. I listen to my intuition. You can see she almost has an intuitive, you know, heart here, you know, that I listen to my heart. I listen to, you know, what is being asked of me. And I'm able to receive those messages. And I see them and hear them very clearly, whether they come in through signs or my gut feeling or my own intuition, something like that. A blessing for the right words to say, you know, that my words are filled with kindness and love and caring. And if I'm being asked to serve others, that I have the right words. I have the, I don't know, you know, sometimes we don't know what to say. There may be a situation that presents itself this year to you that we don't know what to say, and Spirit will guide you. Let's see what else. Spirit, finances, success, ambition. What do you have for us in that area of our life? Because I do feel like I have a big change in your emotional life. I do feel like I have some kind of a commitment or talks of a commitment. Let's see. I want to see what's going on with your finances. I have an Empress. I have a Four of Swords. I have a Tower. I I have a 3 of Cups. Okay, so I have a celebration after a difficult time. So I have something that comes into my energy that, and it could be like, I wasn't happy with my job, so I changed jobs. Okay, I took a break in between jobs and I just kind of cleared my head, figured out what I wanted to do. All right. But I have some kind of change, some kind of ending with, that area of my life. Maybe I switch avenues with where I'm putting my energy into for work. But I do have a celebration coming with that 3 of Cups. I have good news coming, and I love what I'm doing with this Empress energy. This Empress is telling me, like, maybe I needed to make a change in my life to that I feel more fulfilled, or my life is more balanced, or I'm just overall happier with my life. So sometimes we make changes with our jobs, our careers, our schedules, just to adjust to be more in alignment with what we should be doing. And then that Empress energy comes in and says, especially for people who have kids, it's a sense of, what, this one job wasn't working out because it didn't fit into the kids' schedule, and I want to spend more time with the kids, or I need to be there when they get home from school, or whatever. But I do feel like I have some kind of change, but it's more to create a balance. It's more to create that my life becomes a little bit easier to manage. I have a Knight of Cups. Yeah, I'm happier. That a Ten of Cups. All overall, it's like sometimes we make these changes in our lives because I just want to be happy, right? I just want to, at the end of the day, I want to work, but that's not my life. Or I want to be happy at my job. I want to be happy with my work. Yeah, I have a new cycle beginning. It could be a new job. It could be a new beginning with something like that. But we're removing something that isn't working. I'm going to say it that way. When you love what you do, it everything else falls into place, right? Everything else falls into place when you love what you do. I have a 3 of Swords and a 6 of Swords. So I'm moving on from something. Okay. 3 of Swords, maybe I had a falling out with somebody. Doesn't necessarily mean a heartache in a relationship. It could be for some of you. But maybe I had a falling out with somebody. Maybe somebody disappointed me or upset me. Maybe I wasn't happy with my boss. Could be as simple as that. And I moved on. As far as my ambitions or career, something like that. I've moved on, and I've moved on to something better, is how I feel. That could be my new beginning too. For some of you, it could be I had to make a break career-wise because I wasn't fulfilled. And I decided I moved on. Maybe some of you are going to go out on your own and start a business, create a business, right? The moving on is when I arrive to the other side, when I arrive to the other shore. I created something for myself. Some of you get to a point where you're working for somebody else and you're like, I want to work for myself. I want to work for myself. I'm going to start a business this year. So it could be something like that. I have the Devil. Yeah. Somebody's come into your energy. I don't know who. It could be in a connection. Maybe it's right before we meet this person who wants to be with you. But I've got somebody who has some hurt, some feelings of hurt, some interference, something like that. Could be an ex that comes out of the woodwork with hurtful words, or I don't know, stirring the pot, especially if you share children together and there's some kind of conflict there. But I do have a little bit of a, something I have to squash with that Devil energy. All right. I mean, everybody has something that pops up. I mean, I wish that, everything was smooth sailing and perfect all the time, but you may have somebody in the woodwork that just, comes out of the woodwork every once in a while and stirs the pot, makes things difficult. All in all, look at this. I love this. You know, you may be at a fork in the road. You may be right now saying to yourself, I have been on the fence. I have been at a fork in the road. And heading into the new year is going to be the year I make the change. The year I switch my careers, the year that I go out on my own, the year that I start a new relationship, the year that I make a decision for me, and no one else gets a vote, no one else gets to decide. And I just feel like it's time. You know, it's a new year. It's more than a new year. I said, is it just a New Year's resolution to Spirit? And Spirit said, no, it's more than a New Year's resolution. It is this sense of timing, divine timing, a time for you to shine, a time for you to be in your power, a time for you to be in your element, a time for you to say no to the devil and to hurt that comes your way. A time for you to repair. We have some repairing, some family emotions going on around you also. I have a Four of Pentacles, you know, watching your money, managing your money, something like that. Coming up with some new ideas, possibly to earn money or take better care of myself with that Page. I don't know. Right now, I think the number one thing that's happening is you have this fork in the road that, I don't know, this is the year. This is the year that you feel like you're there. You feel called to do it. You know, if you feel that it's the right time, you know, and again, it could be a relationship, or it could be, you know, for some of you, you may say, I'm going to go out on my own. I'm going to start a spiritual business this year. I'm going to use my gifts and my talent because they have been handed to me. I'm going to follow my path. I'm going to follow my destiny, you know, and it's just this incredible sense of, you know, when that sun comes in, yes, it's a new beginning, but it's so much more than that. It's a chance to start over sometimes. It's a chance to use all the lessons that I've learned to do better, to be better. It's a chance to grow, you know, and that's why the sun is like this big burst of energy, right? It's like when you're in alignment with your path, with the judgment, when you're in alignment with your path, it is a, I don't know, it's just easier. Life is easier because it feels right. It feels good. It feels right. So if you feel like you've been at a fork in the road, if you feel like I haven't been doing what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing, and I don't know why, maybe it's going to be revealed to us in the coming year, my Libra. Okay. Maybe your calling, your purpose, you know, and the sense of peace is the word they just gave me, the sense of peace of mind, peace and happiness, you know, is coming to you. So you've got a lot going on around you, but your soul is on a journey. Spirit just said it's an amazing journey, and they want you to just continue doing what you're doing. Okay. There's nothing in your world that's blowing up. They just let me know that. Even though we had a tower, that was more like your decision. Okay. It's not like something's taken away from you. It's more like it's your decision to make the time. It's your decision to make a change. It's your decision. Like they just said, the power's always with you. So there's something going on around you and your energy this year with, that no one else has this decision. No one else is allowed to help me make it. No one else is part of me making this decision. and you're going to pick what is best for you. You will know it. You will be guided. You will get the signs. Your own intuition is sharing with you that, you know, whatever this new door that's opening for you will be amazing. And you're just going to embrace it and walk right towards it. So we're going to put this out to the universe, and we're going to ask Spirit to continue to guide you in the days ahead. I want you to have an amazing holiday. If, you know, and I appreciate all of your support on my channel and all of your love and your guidance back to me. So my Libras, Spirit, if you could please guide my Libras in the year ahead, I want to thank you for this reading. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.